Hi, my name is Ritu Vashisht. Welcome to Microsoft. Today's session is an introduction to Power Pivot. Power Pivot is a highly advanced data analysis tool bundled right within Microsoft Excel. In Excel 2013, the Power Pivot add-in simply needs to be enabled. For the 2010 version of Excel, it can be downloaded for free with a simple Bing search. As the variety, volume, and velocity of data coming at us is increasing every day, Power Pivot allows institutional users to obtain deeper insights from data on their own. Power Pivot provides the full functionality of Excel formulae and formatting. You can create calculations, aggregate sums, create hierarchies or KPIs, etc. But Power Pivot has distinct advantages over Excel. For one, basic Excel has a limit of 1 million rows of data. In Power Pivot, you can import and work with millions of rows of data, all on your desktop machine. Second, in Power Pivot, you can create relationships, that is, combine data from different sources into one cohesive unit. And all this in the familiar Excel environment and format. Let's say I'm a university administrator who wants to analyze student performance, identify any red flags, and discuss student performance improvement measures with the faculty with the ultimate goal of increasing student retention and graduation. I have student information in an Excel file on my computer which I need to analyze. This information is, however, present in different lists or tables, and reviewing any one of these tables does not help achieve my goal. Let's look at how we can use Power Pivot to import data from an Excel workbook, create relationships between different tables of this dataset, and analyze and visualize the results using a Power Pivot table and chart. I have here a blank Excel workbook. In Power Pivot, once I click on the Manage tab, a new Power Pivot window opens up over my Excel window. Here I can import data from a variety of sources such as a SQL Server database or an Access database, from an OData feed, or from other sources such as the Azure Marketplace, a text or a CSV file, or an Excel file. I will locate and import the file I need for my analysis. Here's a typical set of school data for different classes, teachers, students, and their grades. The Preview and Filter button allows me to look at the components of each table and make any modifications by simply deselecting a column. I can import the entire data source or just a subset of the data by selecting only the tables I need for my analysis. The data is now loaded to my Power Pivot workbook. The next step is to join the data by creating relationships. To do this, I go to the Diagram view. Here, I'll adjust the view by bringing the tables closer together for convenience. And now I simply drag and drop to create these relationships. Here I have identified the student ID in the student table as the source and no longer need to write a complex VLOOKUP formula to connect these tables. Few more of these connections and we'll be all set. Back to the data view, let's create a pivot table to see how easy it is to do an analysis on this data. To create my pivot table, I will bring in the student name, student grades, and their classes from the respective tables. With this Power Pivot table, I can very quickly and easily identify individual student performance by class since previously unrelated data is now connected. I can dig deeper and filter by a teacher name to view that report. Or I can bring in the teacher name into my pivot table and do further analysis. I will now slice the data by the number of behavior incidents to identify students with a high number of behavior incidents. I can create a pivot chart on this data. Here I have identified the students with more than 5 behavior incidents and can see there is room for improvement in their grades. Equipped with this knowledge, I can discuss tutoring and special assistance resource needs with their faculty. To summarize, the Power Pivot table lets you create a very powerful interactive report that can take data from multiple tables, connect these tables inside Excel, and show results quickly without the need to write complex formulae. This concludes our demonstration on Power Pivot. Thank you for viewing Microsoft Power Pivot in Education. Here are some links if you would like additional information. Thanks for visiting Microsoft.